Hi, I'm Craig. I'm one of the student recruitment officers here at BGU, and today I'm going to talk you through how you can decide which course and which university is best for you. Now, just to give you a bit of background, higher education, which is also university, is the continuation of your study past the age of 18. There are a number of benefits to higher education, and these are wide-ranging. It can help you learn and improve your chance of getting a really good job. It can help you learn a subject at a higher level. It can challenge your mind. You can meet a lot of new people and you can gain independence. And it looks really good on your CV when you are finding jobs after you graduate. There are approximately 37,000 courses available at around 395 higher education providers across the UK. So it is really important that you make sure you've got all of the right information to find somewhere and something that suits you. When choosing the university, you should really first think about where you would like to study. Some people might like to stay close to home so they can easily visit family and friends. Other people might prefer to move away and have a fresh start. If that applies to you, it might be worth considering what the transport links are like for the university that you are interested in going to, so you can plan trips home. You also need to consider whether you would prefer a traditional or a modern university. University size is also something that is definitely worth considering. Some people might prefer going to a smaller university where you can easily get to know your lecturers, support staff, and your peers who you are studying with. Other people might prefer to go to a larger university where you can have a fresh start and make a lot of new friends. Here at BGU, we've got about 2,500 students, so you get to know the people that you're studying with really well, and you get that much more tailored experience that will benefit you as an individual. Another thing to consider is whether you want to go to a city university or somewhere a bit closer to the countryside. Being in Lincoln, we kind of have the best of both worlds. We're about a 10-minute walk from the Lincoln High Street, which is down in the city centre, so you've got all of those high street shops and amenities, but we're also about a 10-minute drive from the local countryside. So our students here at BG have the best of both worlds in terms of the location of the university. Universities can be on one campus or they can be multi-site, and it is entirely down to your preference. We at BGU are a single site campus, so that means we've got our library, teaching spaces, lecture theatres, sport and fitness centre and accommodation all on one site, and it is down to you and your personal preference as to whether you want everything on your doorstep or whether you would like the hustle and bustle of travelling to your accommodation to your first lecture of the day. So now that you've chosen a university that you want to study at, there are a few additional things for you to consider to enable you to choose the right course for you. Firstly, is there a particular subject or degree that you need to access a certain career? Secondly, you could simply choose a course that you are passionate about. A lot of people do go on to study a degree simply because they are passionate about it. Next, it's really important to consider how you learn best. So it is really important when choosing a course, you look at the delivery methods for that subject. For instance, are you the type of person who learns best in a lecture environment, where you have all of the students on the course in a lecture theatre and you have a lecturer standing at the front delivering from a presentation? Or are you the type of person who learns best by discussing their ideas and having more of a debate? That would be more of a seminar setup. So it is really important to consider how you learn best and find a course that fits in with that. Lastly, consider the opportunities that are available through the course. So think about whether there are opportunities for work-based placement, volunteering in the community. Are there opportunities for group work and other extracurricular activities? These sorts of opportunities look really good once you've graduated, and you can put them on your CV. Another way of finding the best course and the best university for you is by attending UCAS Exhibitions. Now, UCAS Exhibitions are where universities from all over the UK set up stalls in one place so you can ask all of the questions that you've got and visit as many universities as possible. So now you've had a think about all of these different factors, I'm going to hand over to some of our current students so they can talk you through some of the considerations they made when they were applying to university.
For me, it was important that I wasn't too far away from home. I'm quite close to my family, so I only live now an hour and a half away from my family here at uni, which is really lovely. The second thing I looked for was size of university. So I came from a small rural kind of school and I wanted something that wasn't too big, that I could get lost in the crowd in, and BG is the perfect size for me.
When I was looking at university, there was a few other things that took me to decide going to BG over other universities. One of them was student employability rates, so were the graduates being employed post-graduation. There was also things like their rating on UCAS and whether the course was, or the teaching quality was deemed to be really good.
So, now we've made it to the end of this presentation. I'd like to take this opportunity to just give you a quick summary of some of the points that we've covered. Firstly, make sure you go and visit the universities you are interested in. Speak to current students. They will give you the best perspective of what life is like as a student at that university. If that still hasn't narrowed down your choice of university and helped your decision for where you would like to study, I would really recommend getting in touch with the university. At BG, we have a platform called UniBuddy, and our staff in the student recruitment team and our student ambassadors are available to chat to, so you can ask them any questions you've got. And a number of other institutions have got similar platforms in place.